Okay, we're ready to go.
Hey, awesome. So yeah, today is our last day, but just made it darker, I feel like. Can you guys see me and hear me okay?
I can hear you, but it could be a little louder.
Could be a little louder. Okay. Here, let me see. I'll just have to speak up. I don't know why my computer audio is not very loud. I've had this issue before. But, okay, so Leica asked if I could show how to attach the paper body parts again together with the wire and the tape so that they can bend. So it's a little tricky, so I understand wanting to see it again. Okay, so you want to make sure you're attaching the right body parts together. And when you create your body parts, you need them to be able to overlap a little so that you can attach them together. Okay, so like my head is going to overlap this part of my body right here.
Michaela's just joining us right now.
Okay, hi, Michaela.
Hi.
Leica asked if I could show her how to make this paper puppet. I attached these body parts with wire and tape so that I can individually move each body part and it stays where I move it. So I'm going to show how to do that again. So I'm going to attach his head. Okay, and I don't want wire coming through the top of the head. I want the wire on the back side of the head. Is that Joaquin?
He's joining us too. I'm sorry for interrupting, Jess. I'm sorry.
You're good.
He's connecting right now.
So I'm just going to make a hole in the main body part. That's going to be behind my other body part. Okay, so you can use like a thumbtack or some scissors. I'm using an X-Acto knife, but I want to suggest that just because it can cut you really easily. So I just made a little slit, or you can make just a little hole on the part where you want to attach your body part. And you just need to make it in one of them, not both of them. So it's, I'm making it in the one that will go behind my head or whatever body part I'm attaching. Okay, and then you need some wire, the really fine wire that you have in your kit. And you can just cut that with some scissors. And you just cut a short piece off. Okay, and then you thread it through that hole that you created. And I'm going to tape it down on the back side. Where is my tape? Oh, I used my tape for a science experiment yesterday. Hold on. We were making rock candy. Okay, so just a little piece of tape and tape down your wire on the back side. So now it's attached to the back side of my body. And then this part coming out is going to attach to the back side of my head. Okay, and then I might have to peel this body part away so that I can easily put tape on it. And I'm going to put my tape on the other body part. And now I don't I don't see any tape from the front side or any wires from the front side, and I can move the head wherever I want it. Pretty cool, huh? Does that help, Leica? Or do you want me to show you one more time?
It helps a lot. Thank you.
Okay. If you have any questions, let me know.
Okay.
But yeah, there you can make your own, or you can find a lot of these paper puppets online too. They're really cool. And there is one in your curriculum, this one that I'm putting together that you can color like Naveen did. Okay, so today we're going to be continuing to work on our animation. And if you don't finish today, it's completely fine. I know that animations take a long time. So you guys just keep working. And I wanted to show you what I got so far done yesterday. So I worked on part of my animation, and you guys can do this. You don't have to have all of your animation done. You can keep adding to it. Okay, so let's see. I'm actually going to. So here's my animation so far. So that's it so far. But the lights go out in the house and the cow looks up, oh, they're asleep. And then he's gonna start calling all his friends together. Okay? So I'd love to see your guys' progress. And I realized something. I realized that when it takes the video, because I have my camera turned around, it's flipping everything backwards. Okay, so I want this cow to say moo, like really loud. So when I write those words, if I was doing something like a B, I'd have to reverse it. But like M, O, and O reverse already. So I don't have to worry too much, but you want to keep that in mind. If you want to add any words, you might have to reverse every letter of your word. Yes, Leica?
O-O-M for moo?
M-O-O. Well, I'm just saying that those letters can work either way. It doesn't matter if I reverse them. But like if it was like a B or an R, I would want to reverse them. So like if you want to write the end at the end of your animation, you'd want to write it backwards. I'm sure there's a way to have it reversed. But a lot of people, so one person I saw had a setup where they had their iPad facing down so they could see their screen on the top, so they could see what the picture was going to look like, and the camera was the part facing down. And so he didn't have to reverse anything, but because my screen was facing down and my camera was backwards, it reversed it. So you don't have to have it that way. You could put your phone in your camera holder with the screen facing up if you want to. And then you don't have to worry about reversing anything. I love the painting behind you, Michaela. It's really beautiful. Is that one you're working on?
Yeah. Mhm.
What? Amazing.
Yeah, my
So
neighbor.
good.
Yeah, my neighbor's moving, so this is my present to her.
Oh, wow. That's going to be amazing. She's going to love
That's super good, Michaela.
Thank you.
That's so cool. You're so talented. Giving gifts with art is one of the most fulfilling things about making art, I feel like. So I'm working on making some of the props for my next scene. So I think I'm gonna have some cows like push in a stage and with a dance floor. So I need to make those little props. What are you making, Naveen?
What are you making? Oh,
You can make the treasure chest. That would be awesome.
do you want to? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
go on the clay. No, my thing, mine. Mine. Cause
I love that you guys are collaborating. You guys could start a Naveen and Leica show. You do little animations and post them on YouTube. What's your animation about, Michaela?
So it's just about, you know, the Joker and Batman. So I'm just trying to come up with ideas, like a background and a scene and all that.
Yeah.
I got
Great.
toys.
Yay, that's awesome. Those
So
are great.
thank you.
I know, I was trying to see if I could incorporate some things from around my house.
Yeah.
That makes it fun and easy too.
how do you delete the pictures?
On your app?
Yeah.
Question. Okay, so if I'm in my animation, I'll go to another one that I'm not deleting because it was upside down. So if I want to delete this slide right here, then I just select it and then these options come up and there's a little trash can right there and it just deletes it. One thing I also wanted to show you guys was like I wanted some parts to slow down. Like when I was looking at my cow, it went really fast if I just did one frame of my cow. So I just selected this frame and I pressed copy it and then I pasted it. So if you want to slow down on one area, you can just copy and paste a slide. So it like pauses there for a little bit. Like between my lights, when my lights turned off, I wanted some space in between, like as if they were walking between, like from one side of the house to the other. So I copy and pasted that same scene and gave some time before the other lights turned out. So you guys can reuse a picture that you already used once. One thing I also wanted to point out to you, when you go out of your animation and you click it, you have this like little wheel here, and you can add effects, like it can be in black and white. You can also change the speed, how many frames per second. So right now I have mine set to 5 frames per second. If you wanted to speed things up, like most animations are even faster than that, and you can get more fluidity if it's faster, or you could even slow it down to like 4 frames or something per second. I think 5 to 7 frames per second would be great for your animations. There's also backgrounds you can purchase. So there's those options, but frames per second is really important. I think like movies are like 24 or 30 frames per second or something, really fast. He's starting to take some animations. Joaquin?
Yes.
Awesome, so exciting.
What are you making?
What am I making?
Yeah.
I'm making a dance floor. Looks like a chessboard, but it's a dance floor.
Cool.
Thanks. I might cut it down just a little bit more. It's a pretty big dance floor. takes up the whole field. I love it. Now I need to make some cows dancing. Maybe they'll be wearing costumes too. How's it going, Joaquin?
Good.
Good. Were you able to get some good pictures?
Mhm.
Awesome. One other thing you might want to be aware of when you're taking your photos is not having a shadow in your picture. It'll create like a strobing effect if there's a shadow and then not a shadow. So I also learned that if I had my camera on the left side, it would take my pictures upside down. So I had to turn my camera to the right side, and then it was right side up. So you guys can take some test photos to see how it turns out before you actually do your real thing and then find out it's all upside down. If you have some shots where your hand is in the shot, you can always go back and delete those.
How do you delete them? Like delete a photo?
Yeah, you would select the photo that you want to delete, and then on the bottom left it pops up like all these options, and there's like a little trash can. Delete it. And then that's the same place that you can copy and paste an image if you want it to pause on that one area for a little longer. And each time I get out of the camera area and I get back in, I have to reset my timer. Just so you guys know.
No, don't color it. I wanted to show you guys how to export your video once you're all done. So if you have a video you're all done with and you want to upload it to your computer to put it on YouTube or share on Facebook or whatever, you're going to go out to the main screen and you can see all the little videos that you created. And you're going to select your video and hold it down. And when you hold it down, this little blue bar comes up at the top. and there's a little icon that's like a piece of paper with an arrow, and you click that, and then you can say export film, and then it should come up with a lot of options on where to export it to. Like I can airdrop it to my computer, or I can email it to myself or send it through Messenger. I can even upload it to YouTube from my phone. I can save it in my files. So there's lots of ways to share it. You can even text it. I don't know if the file would be too big to text it, but there's all kinds of options. And once you get it onto your computer or wherever you want, then you can share it in the Google Docs. So it's super easy to export a film from this app. And then you'll be all done. You'll be ready to share it. And then you guys can make another one. You could have a whole YouTube channel of your animations. Was that good, Joaquin? Did you get all of that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
How do you send it on?
How do you send it, export it? Did you get that, Leica? Do you know how to do it?
No, I was.
Okay, no problem. So you go out of your video. So like if I was in my video, I would click this little back arrow. So go out to the main page where I can see all of my videos I've created.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to select and hold down with my
Oh yeah.
until this blue bar comes up.
Wait.
And then there's like a square with an arrow. And you click that square with the arrow. Oops. And you can export it.
That's
It's the top option, the first option, export film.
okay.
And then it comes up with all these options for you to export it. And I can just scroll over. I have an iPhone, so if you have an Android, it might look a little different. But I can like send it right to YouTube, or I can email it to myself, airdrop it to my computer. This is also how, if you want to see what your animation looks like without the border, you can go up here and there's a little play button and it'll play it on your whole screen. So this is what I added so far to my little illustration or animation. So, okay. Yeah? Thank you. Awesome. So right now my animation is 13 seconds long. And if I changed the frames per second, say I only wanted 3 frames per second, then it would play a little slower. And now it made it 23 seconds long. So you guys can play around with how fast you want it to move from one image to another. Okay. Do you want me to show you how I did that again? So when I'm in my video, there's like this little wheel here. And then there's these options, and this looks like a speedometer. And then you can just slide to change how many frames per second there are. So this big fish animation that they had at the beginning, as an example, this one is 12 frames per second. So if you want to have an animation that moves a little faster, you might have to do more micro changes. Do you see how they like stopped on that one fish when it said that word? They just copied and pasted that same picture so it'd stay a little bit longer. Okay. So you guys can play around with how fast it is or how slow it is. All right. We just have like 10 more minutes in class time to work, but you guys can keep working. This is your project. So there's no limit to how long you can work on your project.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot else to do right now. So
Yeah.
perfect time for an animation project.
Yeah.
Both engrossing and time consuming.
And hey Alexa, turn off the timer. Sorry, my kid set a timer. Animations are so fun. I encourage you to like look up animations online. People do animations with themselves, like, or their kids or their family members, and they act like they're flying in space, or like they make a chalk scene outside on the sidewalk, and you can do some really incredible things with animation. So maybe looking up YouTube videos will help inspire you. I know they did me, because there's some fun animation videos out there. And flipbook animation videos, those are fun to watch too. Who knows, you guys can make this into your job someday. Art is a great career.
We had an animation workshop with animators that work for a big architecture firm.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know that could be like a division of architecture, but it is. Like a lot of times they need animations for the client to understand what the building is going to look like, or
yeah, yeah.
So animation is a great career right now because everybody wants it.
Yeah, and you guys are way ahead of the game. Most kids your age do not know about animation. How you guys doing?
How would I write the end backwards?
What were you asking, Bed?
How would I do the end backwards?
So you would make your letters backwards.
But in the same order?
Yeah, in the same order would be fine.
And you know what might be helpful? Is
Mm-hmm.
looking at it in a mirror. Could that,
Yeah.
I don't know like how I would do it.
I would just try it, and if it doesn't work, then you can adjust it and then delete
Like
that.
this?
So I think you would, instead of writing from left to right, you would have to write from
Right.
right to left.
Yeah.
But then like THE, but from right to left, backwards too.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, like you would have
it's a real exercise. Like it's a really hard exercise for your brain. It's good for your brain. It's very good for your brain to write it backwards.
I read
Figure out how to write backwards.
whenever I'm reading a book to my brother Naveen, or whenever I'm reading a book to Naveen, I usually read backwards so he can see all the pictures. It's pretty easy for me.
Yeah, well then you should be able to do this.
So that. Oh yeah.
like it.
I think that's right.
Yeah, because whenever I put
If it's
this
right, if it's right, Lika, when you put it in the mirror, when you look at it in a mirror, it'll look right. Like look at it in a mirror, and if it's written correctly in the mirror, then you've gotten it right.
Okay. No,
Is it right?
yeah,
Yay!
it's left.
Okay.
It's left. It's not right. It's left.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Okay.
You're hilarious.
She's got puns today. Jokes. Okay, well, you all let us know if you have any questions. And I know I said yesterday I was going to send the link for the Google Drive, but I really will do it today. It's been a wild week, but I'll get it to you guys. And then if you have any questions, just let us know. Okay. Sound good? Okay.
Yeah, I had fun with you guys this week.
It was so much fun. Lika, what's your question?
Could we email it to you?
Of course. The reason I am going to send a link to a Google Drive is because the file may be too big to email. Once you start making movies, it gets difficult. You have to do like a shared Google Drive or a shared Dropbox drive or something on the cloud, like how Just does AirDrop. So sometimes the files are just too big to email or text or anything. So we'll figure out a way so that we can see them. And then once they're done, we want to post them on our website. Okay. So everybody can see what you guys did this week.
Can I show you it?
Yeah, you can.
Fast.
That's what she was saying. You can switch on.
But for now, this is what like that. Is this backwards?
Okay.
I think it's backwards.
No, that looks good to me. Yep.
That looks awesome.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I can't wait to show all the animations off. I can't wait to post them on our website. People are going to be blown away.
Michaela, did you have some to show us?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Let's
So-
see.
Here's this part of it.
Oh,
Amazing.
that's so good, Michaela.
Yeah.
Acrylics.
Yes.
That looks
I use
so-
acrylics. Thank you.
Yeah, that's going to be so amazing.
It might take a while, but I'm
Yeah.
still getting.
It'll be worth it. You don't have to do it all at once.
You should be
Yeah.
super proud of yourself for that. That's a
Really
huge
good.
thing to do, and
Yeah.
it looks amazing.
She's super
Yeah.
talented. Okay, everybody, we're gonna sign off.
Do you have anything that you wanted to show us?
Yeah, Joaquin, do you want to show us anything yet?
What did you have so far?
Yeah. You mean the videos?
Yeah, show us real quick before we sign off.
Last picture.
That's excellent, Joaquin.
Oh, good.
That's so good. Oh my,
Oh my gosh.
I'm blown away
Wow.
by the amount of talent.
So good, Joaquin. I love it. Keep
You
it
guys
up.
are awesome. You're so awesome. Okay. So when they're done, you'll have just have mom and dad help you upload it to the Google Drive if you're having problems. But Michaela, I'll send you the link, okay? So you don't have to go through dad, you can do it yourself.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys just let us know if you have any questions because we'll be around. Leica, do you have another question?
Can you send me the link?
Can I send you the link?
Doesn't have your email.
Yeah, I don't have your email address. But yes, I can. If you'll have mom text me your email address, I'll send it to you, okay? Or your babysitter, or you're gonna put it in the chat.
Yeah, I can. Here, I'm
Put
gonna
it in
send
the chat, and yes, I can do it. I'll do that.
you privately. Okay. Oh, that's so. Yeah, that's so. Easy.
Got it. I got it. Okay, so yes, I'll send that over here in a little bit. Okay, everybody?
Hey.
Okay.
And then yeah, just let us know how it goes.
Your summer.
Yeah, and we'll probably if there's something that you guys want to do, let us know because we're gonna take a week or two off and then we're gonna do some more stuff, but we want to know what kind of stuff that you guys want to do, okay?
Okay.
Thinking about that. Okay, everybody?
Okay.
Have a good weekend. We'll see you all later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.